We just closed and a very exciting acquisition, which I think it's a really exciting one. Actually, we're very happy to being able to close this. In the process here on my presentation, I get very excited about the story, and I'll be making some forward-looking statements. So I apologize up front. We like to see the company as a growing company nowadays because we're growing from head grades, we're growing from tonnage being milled, we're growing from the resources in the property, as well as we're growing the cash flow that is being generating within the company month over month. Our share structure today is around 430 million shares fully diluted, and we enjoy of what I think a very strong group of institutional shareholders. We have as well a very seasonal independent board in different disciplines, which we try to make them, of course, aware of any important decision that the company takes. Carlos Silva is our CEO. Carlos has been awarded the second best miner of the country a few years ago by the Mexico's Mining Association. So he's the one responsible of our operations here in Mexico. We have two mines in production, as you point out, David, the Rosario Mine in San Luis Potosí and the Semapan Mine in Semapan, Hidalgo. Both mines combined, they should be in the range of 4.5 million ounces of silver equivalent for this year. We're in line to be there by the end of the year. The Semapan Mine, of course, is our flagship property with a 3,200 ton a day mill. Now it's running at a rate of 2,800 tons, and it's increasing its tonnage as the days go by, as we're now starting to mine higher grade ore from Lomo del Toro mine, which I'll describe in a moment. And the Rosario Mine, which is a small mine, but narrow vein system, but nonetheless a mine that we have invested throughout the last few years, and we have arrived to the targets that we identified through drilling campaigns in the past. So we'll keep running the Rosario Mine as long as it's profitable. A little bit of the historic production of the Semapan Mine. Since 2010, this mine has been growing its production year over year. 2019 was the exception, also in 2020, because as we might recall, we just acquired this mine, and this mine throughout the last 10 years was under a lease agreement with Peñoles. The lease agreement was coming to an end in 2019, so the mine started a process of slowing down production, since the agreement stated that the mine should be returned to Peñoles on a current maintenance status. Nonetheless, in 2019, that's when Santacruz engaged into discussions with Peñoles, and we end up buying the property this year during Q1. As we speak, our main objective in Semapan is to bring back production to historic levels of 2017, 2018, and we have already bought the equipment, the underground equipment that was needed to get these mines into this historic production. And now we're running Lomo del Toro, a mine that was within one of these group of mines, but was closed since 1995. And little by little, we're increasing production at Lomo del Toro, which is a high-grade area. And we expect we're planning, we plan to have 15,000 tons coming out of Lomo del Toro, which will allow us to increase the tonnage and as well to increase the head grades within the milling tonnage nowadays. The Semapan Mine, or the mill is fed by two mines, the Carrizal Mine and the Monte Mine. Both mines, they share similarities from a geological or mineralization point of view, in the sense that they both have wide ore bodies. Also very important, they both have a very competent rock. And those two, in my opinion, are really interesting when you are doing an underground mining. You are allowed to run high volumes because you have a a wide system, wide mineralized system. And as well, you can advance in a safety manner and in an economical or very efficient way because the rock is competent and you don't need to shotcrete or reinforce every meter or every now and then as you keep advancing. Those two attributes allow you to have a very efficient mining method in these two mines, and of course a cost efficient as well. This last quarter, we just started building the Lomo del Toro mine, which is in this area at the Monte mine. And Lomo del Toro is the historic mine within the Semapan mining district. It was discovered by the Spaniards, and it was a very high-grade mine in the mid-90s when Peñoles was running this property. And also since history, it has been grades north of 250, 350 grams of silver, plus 7 or 8% zinc, which are grades that we have now finding as we keep advancing the exploration here at Lomo del Toro. As we speak, we're doing a drilling campaign with a very encouraging potential for a short area of the Lomo del Toro mine. We think that our drilling campaign will be able to allocate around 2.4 million tons of high-grade ore. As we speak, we're already mining 4,000 tons last month, and we expect to mine 6,000 tons this month from Lomo del Toro, where head grades are significantly increasing, and we're starting to see a very nice blend between the other two mines, the Carrizal mine and the Monte mine, going through the mill. So this is going to be one of our most important mines to be investing here in the next coming months, as it will be the driver for the increase in production and the increase in head grades at Semapan. This is, of course, our short-term exploration focus. And in addition to this, we have Santa Gorgonia, a mine or an area outside of this group of mines, but within the claims that we have acquired from Peñoles, which has also very interesting upside potential. We have done geochemistry and magnetometry throughout the last few years, and relying as well in some very thorough exploration that was done by Peñoles. We believe that it has the merits for a drilling campaign, and hopefully we can start that by next year, and that could be a significant addition to the Semapan group of properties. In Semapan, we are also very proud to enjoy, or these are the, let's say, the awards that we feel more proud of. And one of them is the IRMA standard. The IRMA standard is a standard of good mining practices, of responsible mining. And it's a standard that measures pretty much all the aspects of the company, and including your mining practices and environmental matters, how they are handled, and even how you handle your relationship with the local community. So we feel very proud to receive this award and being the first ones in North America, as we were told, to receive this standard. In addition to that, we have the Clean Industry Standard or award, which is granted by Mexico's federal environmental attorney, Profepa. This is an award that it's renewed or lost every 2 years. Every 2 years, Profepa or Federal Attorney Office Environment review your practices, review what you have done in the past, and what you are planning to do in the next coming years. And they either give you the award, or they retire the award in case you own one award and you are not you don't have the merits to keep it. So this mine has been renewing this award since 2009 and has been continuously renewing the award. So these are the two most, let's say, awards that we feel proud within the company at Semapan. And then we have the Rosario Mine, which is in Charcas, San Luis Potosí. This is, as I was pointing out, a small mine, narrow vein system, different from Semapan in the sense that the rock is not that competent, but nonetheless, we have just arrived to those high-grade areas that we delineated with drilling campaigns in the past. So we're going to keep moving slowly, but steady as we reach its full capacity by the end of Q2 this year, where we should be in the 400 tons per day. We're keeping a close eye to have this mine profitable by all means, also in the second quarter this year. And for the time being, we'll keep doing just as little exploration as needed, just to keep production and development on the mine in a safe way and in a profitable way as well. This is our production forecast for the next coming years. We feel comfortable that we should meet these targets. Maybe this year, 2020, we might be 2021. This year, we should be a little bit higher in our all-in sustained cash cost, since we accelerate the developments at Semapan in order to take this mine to its historic production levels of 2017, 2018. But nonetheless, once we reach those levels, which should be by the beginning or by mid of this third quarter, we should start bringing costs down at Semapan as well, in line to our forecasts. Our corporate objectives will be to we'll keep looking for opportunities to grow the company organically and maybe through acquisitions. We will capitalize on our investment in Zacatecas Silver Corp, a company that it's doing a very interesting and very thorough exploration activities in Zacatecas, a group of claims and mines that we used to own in Zacatecas. And we'll continue strengthening our balance sheet throughout the cash flow generation quarter over quarter. As for our operations, the Semapan mine, our main focus will be to bring this mine to historical production levels. The completion of the phase one of the drilling campaigns at Lomo del Toro is a very important one for us, as it'll be the driver of the increase of head grades and tonnage here in the next coming months. And we'll keep focusing, reducing and bringing costs down again to Semapan once we reach full capacity by the end of or mid third quarter. As for Rosario, as I was pointing out, we'll be focused in reaching its full capacity of 400 tons per day in the next coming months. And we'll continue doing exploration and infill drilling as we keep advancing the property throughout the next coming years. Generally speaking, we are a low-cost producer, silver equivalent silver producer in the country. We have just closed, as I was pointing out, this important acquisition from the Semapan mine. We're focused on our near-term production and growth, and those will be our most important objectives for this year, David. And so I think that's pretty much for me about Santacruz and giving you an update. I hope this has covered or gave you a good picture about where the company is standing today.